14. Light the darkness. Ancestors, ancestral line, generational shift. A tiny, bright, childlike fairy straddles the grizzled head of a fairy elder. What can this mean? In fairy lore, the head is particularly significant. It is in the head that inspiration, fire, and power are said to reside. The fairy told the ancient Celts of this secret, and the Celts then venerated and collected the heads of the heroes slain, which often were said to live long after the body had passed away. And this small bright fairy is hearing all of the wisdom this old being has. He is sharing, telling, and communicating, and while she may seem playful, she is attending to his every word, and she will remember for generations to come. You see, fairy do not live forever, though they live very long lives, a great deal longer than any humans do, even the ones with human blood. However, they do fade away, and this small fairy being atop the head of this old one will ensure the knowledge continues on. On another level, the small brightness of the fairy represents inspiration, the muse, the fire in the head, which we speak of in Celt shamanism. It is when we feel and see and know that connection to all that is, when we are afire with inspiration and ideas that flow to us and from us and within us, that we are restored to our true self. This beautiful ancient being whose light is fading is passing on his wisdom into the keeping of the young and often underestimated. Divinatory meanings. Listen to elders. Find a playful, wise elder from whom you can learn. Seek out relatives and ancestor wisdom. Search through your family tree for evidence of the magics within you. They are there. Old wise ones have messages for you, and you can learn much from them. Allow them to pass on their wisdom to you so a living tradition continues. Understand that you come from a long line of wise ones and connect with those elders. A chance encounter with an older person gives you much to think about. You will learn a great deal at this time if you connect with older people. Do not be afraid of growing older. You will never die. Your light will be passed on, and your soul spark will return to source, to starfire, to be renewed again, only as you agree to. Reversed meanings. Only sticking to people your own age, knowing little about your older relatives, mistrusting people who are older, stereotypical thinking and beliefs about older people, needing to connect with other older people, but feeling cut off from them, feeling they are unlike you, believing that the generation gap is too wide to be bridged or that bloodlines don't matter, denying your DNA, wanting to cut yourself off from your family of origin and their history and traditions. Reversed meanings. Only sticking to people your own age, knowing little about your older relatives, mistrusting people who are older, stereotypical thinking and beliefs about older people, needing to connect with other older people but feeling cut off from them, feeling they're unlike you, believing that the generation gap is too wide to be bridged or that bloodlines don't matter, denying your DNA, wanting to cut yourself off from your family of origin and their history and or traditions.